Part of the adoption process is actually shifting a mindset. So that if you want people to adopt a new way of working together, you actually have to change their mindset. And the reason we talk about mindset a lot is because what you're asking them to do is actually a paradigm shift often. It's a new way of thinking about the business. It's a new way of how they see themselves as leaders. And that is based on their thinking for sometimes 30, 40 years. So you have to change their mind. You have to get them to recognize that what they believed before really isn't a valid belief in this new environment. And when they can let go of that belief, they can actually change their paradigm and adopt a new way of working. So let me give you an example, right? So if I'm a leader and I need to lead in a matrix, and I hear the words, I need to lead without authority, that's common. But what does that really mean, right? So in that essence, that means that I cannot tell you what to do, right? I have to negotiate with you, regardless of what level you're in. So from that perspective, I need to be able to let go of the need for authority and be able to believe that I can be successful without it. Very difficult to do. Another mindset shift that really needs to happen to enable the mindset process, or let me say it this way, a mindset shift that needs to happen to enable a matrix adoption process to go through, is the need for prioritization. This is one of the biggest problems we have with leaders across organizations. They do not believe that they should prioritize. Everything's important, everything's a priority, which actually means nothing's a priority. And they get that. But when they won't prioritize and have everyone share the same priorities, they have actually set up the organization to compete. And when you set up your organization to compete against each other, there's no way then you can come together to compete against the competitions outside. And I worked with an organization where I was able to actually see that mind shift happen in a session. And it was really powerful to see them recognize that the prioritization needs to happen because it actually helps things get done faster. It helps everyone make the right trade-offs consistently. It allows the lower levels to make decisions right there on the ground without having to raise everything up the chain of command. Now, raising things up the chain of command is actually a paradigm shift because some leaders want to be the only one making the decision, which if you do that, that makes things go slower. So there's a number of things that need to change about what leaders believe and what team members believe. And the other thing is not everyone's in the same place. So there are some great leaders in organizations that people look at and say, why are they doing so well here? It's because they've shifted their thinking and they're able to navigate without authority. They know how to collaborate well. So for OD professionals, if you recognize that you have some really powerful leaders there that get things done without authority, that's, a lot of people think about the skill set, the mindset, all that. That's what you want to replicate and help people do and change.